Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? My name is Rob Carmona, and welcome back to another episode of Rob the Mic. So, this week we're going to jump right into the words of wisdom, and there's three pieces that I wanted to share with you guys today. The first one is this: you can't add days to your life, but you can add life to your days. The second one: never underestimate how saying yes to something wildly out of your comfort zone can change your life for the better. And the third one: make sure to include yourself on the list of things you need to take care of today. Now, I can't say all three of these things kind of line up with each other, but the first and the third one, I feel like they kind of do have legs to kind of walk together. But the reason why I read you those three things are I feel like with what I'm doing right now, with everything that's been kind of going on, personal life, family, it's been a little bit much. And I know it's getting a little much because like my dreams are starting to get crazy, and like my fuse is just basically non-existent. Like I'm doing my best to stay afloat and to make sure that everybody in my house and everybody in my family is taken care of, and I do what I have to do, and I'm putting myself way the fuck on the back burner, and it's burning me the fuck out. And I know we have to create this time, and I've been trying to do that. And a lot of that time for myself, like my personal time, will come at the end of the day. But what I don't like is that when I come to the end of my day, like I'm already wrecked. So if I work out and then shower and then go to bed, like I don't feel like I really get to wind down, because don't get me wrong, like I love working out. It's very much a part of my days now. And I feel weird if I don't do it. So even if I will push myself as hard as I fucking can. Like it could be 11 o'clock at night, it could be 11:30, and I'm wrecked from the day, and I'm just finishing up everything what I need to do, whether it's work, whatever, and I'm like, fuck, I need to do this. So I'll go through it, I'll work out, I'll shower, hop in bed and go to sleep, and then it's wake up and do the same shit the next day. And I don't like that, because I feel like at first that was my time, right? I had that hour plus. That was me. I got to work out, release whatever I needed to release, but it's not good enough anymore. And again, it's starting to feel like just another fucking thing to do. And as much as I enjoy that, I don't like that I do that shit and then I go to sleep, right? And I'm trying to plan my days out better, but it's really tough being a caretaker for two different people and having two different needs, constantly having to cook meals, do this, do that, regulate medications, and all that shit under the sun. And just make sure that these people are okay. But again, I'm putting myself on the back burner, and it's fucking me up. And I'm noticing that, okay, like I can't add days. Like there's no physical fucking way to add days to my life. But I can figure out ways to add life to my days. And on Saturday, I went to a celebration party situation for one of my buddies, Gabe, who finished up his emergency pediatric fellowship, which I'm super fucking proud of him. You know, shouts to you, Gabe. Love you, dude. Proud of you for kicking ass and getting through it. That was a fucking journey in itself. And it's amazing to see people that you care for, especially, really do something like that. Put their whole mind, their whole body, heart, soul, everything into it, and come out on top. Like that's beautiful. Like I love seeing my people win. So shouts to him for doing that. But at the party, one of the homies, Paula, was there. She comes up, hugs. We're like, "What's up, mama? Let's catch up." We start talking. I start filling her in on shit that's going on. And she's like, "Damn, dude, this is fucking crazy." And I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "How are you like functioning?" And I was like, "I don't really know. Like I honestly do feel like that sense of autopilot is very much a thing. Like I'm going down the list. I knock shit off the way I have to knock it off, and because it's not about me. And it's like whatever, right? It's a part of sacrifice. Like you got to do shit for people that you love and that you care for. Because if I ended up in a situation that I needed care, and especially if it was around the clock, I would hope that my family would come through, at least the ones that are like in my immediate, to be like, "Hey, you know what? I got you. Like, I'm going to help you however I need to help you." So, you know, I'm here for it. But like I was telling Paula, I said, you know, being here like at this party is very important to me, because like this type of shit makes me feel good. And that's why I'm reading this line to you, because I feel like those type of instances, like they add life to my days, where on my day to day, it's like, I wish I could just add more time, but I can't. So I'm like, okay, well, how do I make use of this time? Moments like that. And something else that we were talking about, like, was not living for the weekend. And I know I've kind of mentioned this to you guys in the past, but we haven't talked about it in a while. But like, I don't just want to live for the weekends anymore. Like, I really want to do stuff during the week. Like, I want to get dinners. I want to go hang out with friends. Like, it doesn't have to be crazy shit. Like, it really doesn't. Like, I'm cool with just, let's go get like a coffee or some shit, tea. I don't know, you know, just something. But I want to be able to move and maneuver time as much as I can. But of course, it's really tough, especially right now during the week. During the week is really fucking hard for me. But I need to find these windows where I'm like really starting to go hard on like managing my time, because I've always been really good on my time management and setting time, especially for work, you know, everything that I need to do. But with being a caretaker for two people, for those of you who've ever been a caretaker in your life, you understand what it is. Like, you understand what the struggle is and how difficult things can be just to take care of one person, let alone two different people, two different age brackets. Again, it's a whole fucking thing. But I'm trying to be better about finding those moments where I can add life, whether it's spending more time talking to friends, which I definitely have. There's definitely certain people I've put a lot more time into, and I like to make time to speak to them because of what they do for me. They make me feel good. I can speak to them, I can vent to them, and just go about it. And it's cool. And it's like, okay, this is good, right? But I want to make more time to see the people that I love and care for, because that is what I need right now. It's very much what I need right now. Is I need to add that sort of life, because I'm feeling lifeless. I'm feeling like everything is just in this really fucked up checklist, and I just got to go through and hit it every single day, right? Put everything and everyone before me every single day. And then at a certain point in the day or night, then I can tend to my needs. And I really don't fucking like that. And again, it's cool. I don't mind doing it, because the people that I'm helping right now, like, I love them with my life, and I'll do and give anything for them. It doesn't bother me. But I also don't want to fully sacrifice myself for that, because I can see the toll that it's taking, like from a mental standpoint, from a physical standpoint. And having to tell yourself it's going to be okay, and you got to just keep it pushing. That type of shit gets old. Like, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. That type of shit gets so fucking old, right? When you have to sit there and you look yourself in the fucking mirror and you're like, all right, let's go. Another fucking day. And whether it's the same shit or some other fucking things that you got to face, like, you just keep telling yourself, right? But again, it sucks that you have to keep fucking doing that. And I get it. I get that that's part of fucking being an adult. I understand that. But I'm also still going to fucking complain about it, because it's trash. I got all these people around me in different situations, homies losing their fucking jobs. They're dealing with their own stresses. Other homies that have their just relationship shit going on. Other people that have business things going on, trying to hang on by a fucking thread. Other homies that are just going through it personally, mentally, like they're fucking losing their shit. So it's like, everywhere I look, I'm like, man, dude, this is tough. And it sucks, because all these people, I feel like what we all have in common is that we're having to constantly tell ourselves, it's cool, it's going to be okay, it's cool, it's going to be okay. But it's like, what the fuck? So I'm not saying that this thing in itself is very helpful, and what I mean by this thing, but like this line, but it kind of is, because we need to find ways to add life to our days. As fucked up as things are, whatever it is that we're dealing with, like, we have to find something, a few minutes, whatever it may be, to add some sort of light, because it can't always be fucked up. Whether it's time that you want to sit there and watch your show, or you want to just get out and go for a walk, you want to go grab a coffee, I don't know, you want to fucking do whatever you want. You want to go sit at the beach for a few minutes, go fucking do that. You want to go on a hike, go on a hike or some shit. Like, it's just finding time to add that shit to yourself, so you feel good, so that something is adding up. And it's like, okay, cool. Like, I look forward to this. I like this. This makes me feel good. It gives me energy, right? Because you could eat right, you could sleep, work out, everything under the sun that is supposed to benefit you. Hydrate like a motherfucker. You drink a shit ton of water. You stay on your vitamins, all that. It doesn't make a difference you can still feel way the fuck out of it, because I'm doing that. I mean, meal wise, I could definitely be better. I'm for sure sacrificing certain things, which is really hard, especially in the process of working out, because I'm trying to hit certain levels of protein and I'm trying to do certain things to maintain and just feel okay. But for the most part, I'm hitting all those marks, but I still feel like just out of it. And it was funny because on Monday, after therapy, or not even after therapy, like I got into therapy, like as soon as I logged on, talking to my therapist for a few minutes. And she's like, Rob, so what's up? She's like, you okay? I was like, far from it. But yeah, just pushing. She goes, no, dude, like, I don't want you to take this in a bad way, but like I can see it. Like I can see it in your face. I can just kind of feel that whole thing. Like you're burned. You're way the fuck past burned out. And I was like, yeah, for sure. And I hate that, because then on top of that too, trip out, I go to fucking Jersey Mike's that same day. I think it was around maybe 1 o'clock or something like that. I'm going to go grab a sandwich, and the girl's like, "Are you okay?" Like she goes, "How's your day going?" I was like, "It's been something." And then she goes, "Hey," I said, "Yo, what's up?" She's like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "But why do you ask?" She's like, "I don't know." She's like, "I can just kind of see it." Like, and I'm like, "Fuck." So then I told her, I said, "Dude, that's so funny. You're the second person to tell me that today." She's like, "Who's the first?" I said, "My therapist." She started fucking dying. So it was a great like comedic break, like midday, that I fucking needed, like to laugh about that shit. But I get in the car after I get him a sandwich and I'm like, damn, dude, like this isn't good, right? Like it's starting to show, like you're starting to radiate a certain way. Like you're trying, and I'm trying to maintain and be myself, but it's something else is winning, and I can't necessarily see it. I don't really know what's going on, but I do feel it. I do feel like something's winning right now. And I know it's not going to be forever, but for the time being, it's rough. And I'm trying to fucking grab the bull right now. And I don't know, I feel like I'm losing my grip a little bit. So I'm trying my best. So I'm really trying to be hyper aware of the things that I need. Like I'm writing things down, I'm making lists and saying, okay, this is what I got to do today. This is what I need for me. Like I'm always asking around and doing for everybody else, what the fuck is it that I need? And we don't do that. We aren't taught to do that, especially I think from a cultural standpoint. It's always like sacrifice, 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 which I get to a certain extent, but I don't necessarily agree with. Because I think if you sacrifice so much, you end up sacrificing yourself. And if you do that, you have nothing else to give. And you have to be able to give back to yourself. We are the only ones responsible for ourselves, right? We have to show up for us because nobody else is going to. There might be people that care for you, say that they love you, say that I got you. But in reality, you have to have yourself. You have to have your own back, because nobody is going to really come through for that. It's like we've talked about multiple times on this fucking show. When you lay down in bed at night, regardless if you're laying next to somebody, you are by yourself. You are in your own head, your own heart, your own body, your own soul. Like it's just it's you. You could put on a front, tell people things are cool, lay the fuck down, and you're like, dude, I could jump off a fucking bridge. And that's the scariest part, right? That we walk around in life, we do our best, and sometimes when we lay down at night, like it's not enough. And a lot of people struggle with shit like that, right? That's where you have these really heavy episodes of depression. You have these really heavy things that kind of fall into you, and you're like, what the fuck do I do with this? Right? So we have to make those moments, take those times, so we can find things that add life, that add happiness, that add love, that add these positive aspects that we need. And it's good to have people that really know you, because a lot of the times they will tell you what you need. And you're like, okay, cool. You know what? You're fucking right. I kind of forgot that. And I really haven't been thinking about that. And they're like, yeah, I know. Like I'm trying to make some time this week to see some friends. And that's been a part of the situation. It's been part of the conversation with them, where it's like, hey, like you need this right now. Like I know you don't have the time, but figure out the fucking way to make time. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, you're right. You 100% right. Like, I wish that was some bullshit, but that's real shit. So, all right. And again, shouts to those people that I have in my life. I'm not going to sit here and list everybody, but shouts to the ones that really know and that really pay attention and that really care and that reach out, not just for some bullshit, but they reach out because they're genuinely concerned. And they're like, how, what, anything. I'm right here, but hey, this is what we need to do. So figure it out. I know you don't have the time, but make some time. So shouts to those people who do that. And if y'all have people like that, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, find some. Give people a chance to get to know you. Let people in. Let people fucking be there for you. Because that shit is beautiful. Because again, those are the people that will know what you need in the times of need. Right? So shouts to them. And the second thing, never underestimate how saying yes to something wildly out of your comfort zone can change your life for the better. The reason why when I read this and wanted to talk to you guys about it is because I feel like I have created very much a comfort zone for me. I have created a certain routine that, not that I stick to, but that I do weekly for work, especially with work. Like, let's leave it at that. Like for work, 110%, I have a routine. I have days that I edit. I have certain days that I do this, and this. But I'm noticing that it's just, I'm not getting what I need to get. Like the investment isn't worth the return right now. Like my ROI, my return on investment is very low. And I don't like that. And I'm needing and feeling that a change has to happen. And it's weird because I've been doing this for a certain amount of time and I feel really comfortable with it. And I don't like a massive amount of change, which I don't think any of us do, but I'm a creature of habit. I get used to doing things and I like them a certain way. And again, totally fine. But I need to make a move. I need to make a change. And a part of that comes from financial stress, because I know we've talked about this before. And being on your own in the creative field when you go freelance is, I think it's one of the scariest things. Like I've worked in various fields throughout my life, and being a freelance designer has been the most eye-opening experience, because you sit there and you're just like, fuck man, you're constantly fishing, you're constantly hoping and that things are just going to work out. And so you keep pushing. And even when things don't fucking work out, you keep telling yourself. And that's why it kind of goes back to that first thing we were talking about, where you get tired of telling yourself that shit's going to be okay. So it's like, okay, I need to make shit okay. How do I do this? How do I make these things happen? So the reason why I bring this up is because today on my Instagram, on my personal Instagram, I'm going to be making my post as I do on Wednesdays. And a part of that post is I'm actually going to be putting up some polls for you guys. And I know by the time a lot of you see this or listen to it, you will probably already have seen these polls and hopefully you vote, because I'm actually asking you guys for some shit. And I need to take my notes. I need some feedback on things that I'm trying to do, some business moves that I'm trying to make. And it's going to be on your guys's, essentially on everything's going to fall on you guys. It's your support. It's your love. And I know a lot of people out there support and fuck with what I do. And y'all are really here for it. And I appreciate y'all. Those of y'all who listen to this, watch, support the podcast in any way. But outside of the podcast, those of you who fuck with my design work, who hire me to design things for you, to do branding, to do clothing, whatever it may be, to consult. And when you have design questions and you have art questions, if you need anything, thank you for that. Those of you who support my photography, all those visuals that I produce, thank you. The video work that I do, thank you. And this is a chance where I'm going to take a chance on myself, and I'm going to do something that I've done for so many other people for years. And I'm going to take a chance on myself. And am I terrified? Yes. I was talking about it this morning with my sister Brianna. And I said, girl, I had a dream last night. Stressed me the fuck out. And I started researching the dream. And I'm just like, okay, we have hit a fucking point. Because again, not that I'm very much like, okay, listen to your dreams type of shit. But there's certain moments where I catch myself in life where I will have a certain dream that's random as fuck, that will blindside the fuck out of me and kind of wake me up. And this one very much did that. And I wasn't going to talk about the dream, but I guess I am going to talk about the dream. So what happened was, like, I was essentially like in my house. I remember what was really going on. My family was home. And then like a scorpion showed up in the room that I was in. I don't think I was in my room. I just know I was in a room in the house. And it was my house, but it wasn't this exact house. It was kind of weird. You know what I mean? But there was a scorpion in the room. And I feel like it was like smaller, but it started to get bigger. And the thing is that like I couldn't kill it. Like I was scared of it, but I was also trying to kill it because I was like, fuck this. Like this, I gotta get this shit, whatever this is. Or at least capture it to get it the fuck out of the house. But I couldn't get it. And I remember my cats were like, what the fuck's going on? What is this shit? And it was like the scorpion was trying to get them and it couldn't get them. And then like my family was like, oh my God, what the fuck is going on? Like there's a scorpion. I was like, yeah, oh my God, watch out. I'm trying to get it, whatever. And I couldn't. So then I'm going to pull up a screenshot of just like a synopsis of what it's supposed to mean or what it can represent. So this is what it came to. Because eventually, like I couldn't get it. Like it got away, but it was still here in the house. And then I woke up. So this is apparently what it can stand for. This is one thing. And for those of you guys who believe in this shit, cool. If you don't, fuck off, whatever. Listen to this shit anyway. So here we go. Seeing a scorpion in a dream, especially one you can't kill or catch, can symbolize a feeling of being overwhelmed or powerless in the face of a difficult situation or threat. The moment I saw that, I was like, motherfucker, dude. Like, again, I don't have stuff like this all the time. I dream once in a while. I feel like I don't dream all the time. But when I have these types of dreams, very specific, very vivid, like I remember shit. I remember the color of the scorpion and all of that. And I was like, oh, fuck. Like, you know what? I think I should listen to that. Like I should deep dive and see what the fuck is going on. But I mean, that makes sense, right? That alone, just that sentence, tell me that shit doesn't make sense, right? Feeling of being overwhelmed or powerless in the face of a difficult situation or threat. And I'm feeling that. I'm feeling overwhelmed. I'm feeling powerless in multiple points in my life. Multiple fucking points. Family, career. And those two things for me are kind of tip fucking top. And even in myself, like I'm just kind of like, fuck, man, like what's going on? What am I going to do? So I'm going to take a step out of my fucking comfort zone. I'm going to bet on myself. I'm going to see what the fuck happens. And again, for those of you guys who listen, watch, you guys will already have seen this at some point. Because if you catch the episodes tonight, because I always drop the podcast, or try 99% of the time, the podcast always drops on Wednesday, but I don't post it on IG until Thursday. So that's when it's like live to the public technically, but it's available on Spotify, all streaming platforms, Apple Music, YouTube, Amazon, all that shit. iHeartRadio, all of it Wednesday night. Immediately goes live. So if you hear it Wednesday, you already know what's up, but you will probably see the poll before you see or hear this episode. So you guys will know what's up. So I hope you guys vote, because I actually need your fucking voice. Like I need to take my notes. I need to see what the fuck is going on, because this involves a major financial investment and a major emotional investment. Honestly, it's going to be every fucking part of me that I'm putting into this project. And I'm terrified to do it, as fucking weird as that sounds, because I've done this shit for years, for so many other people, for so many other brands. And I've been very fortunate to have a lot of things that I've done for these people go extremely well. And I've had so many for so many years tell me, why the fuck don't you do this for yourself? Like Albert being the number one, 100% going to put him on blast right now. But I mean, I love him to death for it. And he's always stood by me from day fucking one, from when I was in art school and I was diving into this shit. And he saw what I was trying to do and he knew it. And he took a chance on me when I designed branding for him when we did Rise Auto. I was one of my first major branding profiles outside of school, where I got to create something for somebody that I love and care for, that really trusted in my ability, and that I was able to give him something that's like, this is going to stand the test of time. And we've created little things here and there, you know, some merch for the homies and stuff. And it's like sick. And he's always fucking told me, dude, like, why don't you do something? Why don't you drop something? Why don't you invest in yourself like this, man? Like, you can do it. You do it for everybody else. All these fucking people, some of the biggest brands in the world. Why can't you do it for yourself? Like, do it. And it's like, you know what? Same thing with Brianna. She's always fucking pushed me. Bro, fucking do this. Rob, same shit. Fucking do it. Run it up. Go. And I've always had this voice in my head, this like repeating fear that it's like, well, what if you fail? What if you fail? What if you do something for yourself and it literally doesn't work? And then you prove to yourself that it's like, well, you know, what the fuck? Maybe you aren't supposed to be here. Maybe you aren't supposed to be in this space type of shit. And I'm terrified of that. And I think that's where you start to fall into this spiral of like that imposter syndrome. Like, am I good enough to be here? Am I supposed to do and be in this space? But I'm tired of wondering and not gambling on myself, because I gamble on everything else, on other people, their hopes, their dreams. But it's like, why am I not gambling on myself? Why am I not giving myself the opportunity to be like, hey, you know what? Fucking run it. You got to do something. You got to make a move. Like, you're at a crossroads right now. And I really do feel like that, especially from a career standpoint. I feel like I'm at a fucking crossroad, because it's like, look, nothing's working right now. Certain things fall into place, which is cool. But it's like, in the grand scheme, nothing is fucking working right now. What are you going to do? Are you going to just fuck off and continue on the same shit and hope that things work out? Or are you going to fucking go down this new path, figure something else out, find a new vein, a new road to travel, and run it up? Pack your shit, get it the fuck together. You know how to do this shit, so do it, right? There's this brand designer that I follow on Instagram, and it was funny because today he talked about how he kind of went about his personal brand, and that he had a certain logo, he was doing certain things, but that he had never invested the time into his own brand and made things that he needed. Symbols. Essentially, all he had was a word mark, but he had nothing that really he could kind of take down from. It wasn't a full brand. It wasn't built the way that he wanted it to be built. So he's like, why don't I do that for myself? What I do for other people, right? Like, I have this process that I do for all these brands. Milwaukee is one of them that he just did, which was phenomenal, fucking incredible. He's an amazing designer. And I'll plug his Instagram right here for those of you who are into design or just kind of curious about it. I'll plug his IG right here. When he went through this process, I said, oh shit, right? Like, it not that it was so simple, but he is so talented, and his level of understanding in his process is so bulletproof that shit just flows and it works. But seeing how he took the gamble and then how it turned into something, right? He was able to, you know, start producing merch and start doing things. And it's like, that's what this is all about. It's not just about like monetizing yourself. It's about believing in yourself and owing it to yourself to go and do this process. So I'm like, okay, cool. That's, you know what? It's fucking time. I'm way the fuck past overdue to start doing shit, jump into a different pool. So I'm excited. I'm terrified. I really fucking am. Of course, of failure, of rejection, of all kinds of shit. And why the fuck I'm saying that on camera right now, I have no fucking idea, but it is what it is. Just trying to put that shit out there. You already know, you know how we do shit here. Why the fuck am I gonna lie about it, right? That's why people come here. Y'all want real shit. Y'all want to hear about it. Y'all want the good, the bad, and the ugly. That's what you get here. We're here to talk about what the fuck really goes on, right? How the fuck I'm feeling. I'm not here to tell you the shit's all daisies, because it's not. It's far the fuck from that. I'm losing my fucking shit. I'm losing my shit. The market's all fucked up. If you look at where we live right now in the US from a financial standpoint, it's fucking garbage. Shit's changing every day. It's crazy. There's no stability. So I need to create a sense of stability for myself. Nobody's going to give that to me. As much as I try, as much as I reach and do, it's still not enough. So I'm like, okay, we gotta sit down. We gotta formulate again. Let's lay out a new blueprint. Let's try and build something new, because right now is the fucking time. And Is it really the time? No. Especially right now, it's not the fucking time. Too much going on with my family, personal life. I don't have the bandwidth. Like, I just had this conversation with a friend recently about the idea of having just bandwidth in general. And I'm like, I don't fucking have it. And I don't have it right now. I'm on a thin fucking line. But you know what? At a certain point, that is the time to do it. Especially for me. I thrive in those environments. I thrive under pressure. I always have. I've created some of my best work in my entire fucking life under the gun. So it's like, okay, if you can produce under the gun for other people, why can't you produce under the gun for yourself? And not that I necessarily have a hard deadline, because I don't, but just the deadline overall of doing something for myself. So it's like, okay, cool. Let's fucking do it. Let's make some shit. Get the fuck out of your comfort zone. Another time in your life, because I'm not going to say for once, because I like to get out as much as I can, branch and do certain things. But it has been a couple years since I've done that. And I don't like how things feel. I don't like when things feel normal. I know that sounds kind of weird, but my life needs fluctuation in every way. Like, I need things to move. I need things to just not feel the fucking same, because I start to lose my fucking mind. And this is a part of why corporate is so difficult, because you fall into these mundane routines where you already know what it is. You know what your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever the fuck looks like. This was also a part of the conversation I was having on Saturday with a friend of mine. Well, both with Paula and another homie, Erica. Like, at the party, we just fell into this, right? Corporate shit. And it's like, you have to find a way to make a move. So not that I intended on talking about this shit on the podcast, or that I knew it was going to go this way. I just knew when I read these things, I said, this is what I want to talk about. And somehow all these things around me have low-key, not even low-key, like, they've just been fucking happening. These conversations have been happening, these points and these things and whatever has been happening. And last night's dream really triggered something, because I woke up, and not that I feel different, because I don't feel different, but I'm taking it like as a wake-up call. And I'm like, all right, this is a little bit too much, right? It's manifesting in my subconscious. Fuck this. We're already way past the breaking point. So let's get it. And the third thing, make sure to include yourself on the list of things you need to take care of today. We already kind of talked about this, but I don't think that we take enough time to do that, to make ourselves a priority at some point in the day. We are always the last thing. And sometimes it has to be that way, right? You have kids, you have other responsibilities. I get that. So right now, that's kind of how I see it, right? Like, I have other responsibilities that are bigger than myself. I have my grandma to take care of. I have my mom to take care of. They will always come first. But I also have to take care of myself somehow, which I know is weird, right? It's like, how do you put them first and yourself first at the same time? You can't. Something will give, right? So I fall back slightly. They will always come first. The way that I will always cook for them first, I will always make sure they are fed and taken care of first, because they are my concern. I can fuck off and figure some shit out, but they need to be taken care of right now. That is my job. It's a part of what I do right now. And that's fine. But I need to make sure that I am a priority and on my list of things that I do every day. Because I notice when I make my lists of all the things I have to do and just shit I need to take care of, I'm not on there. Nothing that I need to do is on there. It's just shit that's in my head. Whether it's like, I need to go run an errand for myself, whether I need to go get this from the store, or I need to make time, like, on this fucking paper to work out and to just check in with myself and be cool. I don't exist on that. And I need to fully switch that immediately, where I have to make fucking time for myself. A few minutes a day outside of my workout. Because again, that is starting to feel like just another thing. And I do it because I got to do it. But it's not working like it used to. So I need to change that up a little bit. Make the time for myself. Watch what I want to watch. Relax. And in reality, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to watch TV. I don't want to sit on YouTube. I don't want to be on my phone. I just want to sit and do nothing. Not a fucking thing. I don't even want to take a nap. I just want to lay on the floor and just fucking ground myself for a minute. Because it's like, just too much going on. And for me, sometimes you need that. You need to just end up on the fucking floor and you're like, all right, well, here we are. Here we fucking are. So there's a lot of things that I'm trying to shift and deal and put in certain compartments right now. But this main thing, I guess, out of this whole episode that for me, that hits really hard is the getting out of my comfort zone. Because I know that if I am to do this, well, not even if, that when I do this, it's going to change my life for the better in multiple aspects. And that's what I fucking need. I need to see something. The way that I was talking to you guys about working out and with Sebastian and how it's like, it's one thing to work out, but when you start to see results, that's when shit changes. And it's like, I need to see results now. I've been putting in so much work into my work. It's like, I need to see something from it because it doesn't always translate. It doesn't always move to something in like a fiscal category, right? Like it's not financial. It doesn't always have that direct translation. And I need to make that because as much as I love what I do, I also have bills to pay. And I think as creatives, for those of us who are in this space, it's really difficult to do that, right? Because it doesn't always add up to that. And even when you try to create something or, people want to hire you, it's like a lot of people don't really respect that part of you where it's like, I charge X amount of money to do brand work. I've given prices to friends and sometimes they can't afford it. And I understand that. And I appreciate that they would even ask me, but it's like, this is what I do for a living. This is a part of my world. I have shit that I need to do and I've busted my ass to get here. There's a reason why I charge a certain amount of money. There's a reason why I do certain things. And that, again, it doesn't always translate that way, but I need to shift that to where it's constantly doing that. Because I believe in myself. I believe in my abilities. I know what I'm capable of. And the people around me know me too. They see the work and the work speaks for itself. I don't have to sit here and sell you on something. Like, what time it is when you come around here. And I'm very thankful to have the portfolio that I do. The companies that I've worked for, which I forget a lot of the times. And I'll have these moments where I go to my own website, I look at my client list, like in my bio, and I'm like, damn, dude, that's right. I've worked for all of these fucking people. Every fucking person on this list I have done work for, I have worked with, I have collaborated with in some way. And it's like, shit. That's a fucking feat in itself, right? You reached a certain career point. So what's up? What's next? What's the next step? And it's for me, what you guys will see tonight. Or speaking, today is Wednesday. So if you guys, again, you'll probably see this before you listen and or hear this shit. But when you see those polls go up, that's what this is all about. So I really do hope those of you guys who see that shit, like, vote. Because I need it. Like, I need your guys' votes. I need your input. That's what I'm asking for. I'm not just doing this shit so that y'all can just see it, swipe past it like it's nothing. This is not nothing. If you fuck with me, if you fuck with what I do, you will fucking answer. It's not about you buying something. It's about me getting your input on something. Because I will be releasing certain things. I will be doing certain things. And I just want to know from a genuine perspective, like, are you guys interested in this? Would you rather see this? Do you want this? Do you want this? Whatever. Like, that's why I'm doing this shit. I could go the opposite and just run shit up and be like, hey, whatever, I'm going to do this. No, I fuck with you guys and your guys' opinions. So I take that shit into consideration. I love the interactions. I love comments, shares, all that type of stuff on my work. And I'm very appreciative of that. So now it's time to put that type of shit to the test to see if that same support exists when I really step up to do something different and I offer certain things and I'm trying to do certain things with myself and branch out a certain way. Like, do you guys fuck with that? Right. And that's where a lot of things will change. Certain people will fucking fall off because they're like, I support you, but not like that. And it's like, okay, cool. That's totally fine. You don't have to just, keep doing it the freeway. Not a big deal. Totally fine. I appreciate you still. But there will be other people that are like, I've been waiting for this shit. And that's the people like Albert. The people like Brianna, people like Rob. Like, there's so many people. Thankfully, I'm so fucking thankful for that. And the fact that I can even say that shit, but these people are waiting. And it's like, you know what? I wonder who else is waiting. So it's my chance to show it to myself and say, hey, you know what? Cool. This is where you're supposed to be. This even solidifies more so that this is the fucking space you are supposed to be in, that you've been needing to jump into. So I guess we'll see what happens. But I appreciate you guys for coming today, for listening. How, again, the same way I say it every week, this, however the fuck you take in the podcast, thank you. Thank you for supporting me. And I'm going to do my best to keep this podcast going weekly. I've had the thought of moving it to bi-weekly just because things are really difficult. And this actually takes a ton of fucking time to go through, produce. And that time is really scarce right now. So I don't know if I'm going to shift it right away or if it will be like a near in the future type thing. But that is definitely on the table. But again, I fucking thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for coming here, supporting, listening, however the fuck it is that you do it. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. And hopefully you guys were able to take something from today. Because again, those 3 things are really important. And actually, I'm going to read them back to you guys one more time. So the 3 pieces of wisdom for today. You can't add days to your life, but you can add life to your days. The second one, never underestimate how saying yes to something wildly out of your comfort zone can change your life for the better. And 3, make sure to include yourself on the list of things you need to take care of today. So I appreciate y'all. I send y'all nothing but love, light, and good things. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your week, an incredible weekend ahead. And of course, I will catch you guys on the next one.